summer for? How does it vary?
All right. So let me mention one principle of nature, and then I'll use it to explain.
Thank you.
So she used a flower, so I'll use a flower. Let me use this one. If I want this flower to grow, there are some things that I have to do.
Yeah.
One of it is the soil. Another thing is that I have to ensure that there is water. Now, if I leave the flower in the garden and I don't attend to it, I don't have time for it, it is going to be taken over by weeds. It means I'm not nurturing it. When the flower grows and I don't make time to prune off some of the branches, it is not going to really flourish. Now, these are some principles in nurturing. What I'm trying to say is that you need to give attention. If you don't give attention, you can't properly nurture. How do we give the attention? We should be able to give attention to the soil, which for me is you yourself. You yourself. How do you take care of yourself?
Okay.
To the point that you become lovable? All right. How do you appear to your wife, to your husband, so that your husband will see, I married a beautiful woman? Sometimes we just leave ourselves like that. And when we have done that, we don't get the needed attention that we can get. So the soil is important. Before we even plant the flower, the soil, that's yourself. You need to ensure that you are in the right place to be loved and to love. And then giving it attention means that you need to actually pay attention to your partner. All right. So pay attention. So I'm talking about your partner. I'll be coming to the siblings and then the children. So you need to pay attention. You should be able to see from her facial expression that my wife is not okay. There's something worrying her. My husband is not okay. He needs my attention and all that. If we are unable to do this, we will not be able to really nurture love. When it comes to siblings, when it comes to children, the way we give each other attention will actually grow the love that we have within the home. All right. So it is about having time. So I see my brothers, I see my sisters. How many siblings even know what is going on in the lives of their siblings? We don't have time for each other, and that is a problem. I mean, when was the last time you picked the phone to call your sister or your brother to say, I just called to check up on you, and then we gist and talk? Many families don't even do that. Many families don't have a time where they live in the same home, but everybody is on the phone. They don't know what is going on with each other. That is the kind of attention we need. We need to be able to prune off some branches. And when I talk about pruning, I'm talking about some things which are not necessarily bad, but we need to take them away in order to have time for our spouses. Some of them are your friends. Some of them are some of the pages that you are on. Stuff like that. You need to just take them off, then you have time. If you don't make that time, it will not work. Last principle, variety.
All right.
Variety. Now, if I every day I'm coming from town and I buy chocolate for my wife, every day I'm coming chocolate. It's romantic, it is, but hey, it gets monotonous and it will not make sense any longer.
The person is thinking about your heart.
So no, like what I'm trying to say is that we don't show love in the same way all the time. When you do that, you don't properly nurture it. So in your garden, if you are nurturing a garden, you need to plant different plants. That's the point I'm trying to say. So sometimes she mentioned some of them, you should change. You should employ variety in showing the love.
Wow.
So there should be times that you want to go for a walk. There should be times that you want to go and sleep out. There should be times that you want to just eat out. You want to just sit down, put your head on the thighs and just talk. You want to put the feet on your thighs and just cut the fingernails. Homemade pedicure. We should be able to do these things. And once there is variety, trust me, the love will be nurtured and it would always remain beautiful.